All right, good morning. Good morning. October 27th, Monday morning. It is overcast and chilly, and it rained over the weekend. We had a rainstorm moving through Northern California and Central California, and so we got some rain, which is fantastic. I love rain. Rain is renewing and refreshing. And we worked in the store this weekend, and it was a very successful Saturday with the event that we had at the store. And I've just been busy doing that, taking care of the wife and everything else. I took 3 days off from doing the X3. I did ride my Zwift trainer during that time. And last night, I started the program that I'm hoping to at least continue in a sort of way, is I want to do at least 20 to 30 minutes at night on the trainer with workouts. There's workouts in this program, all kinds of different workouts, working on speed, working on endurance, working on strength, working on all kinds of stuff. So I just started a 4-week program, and there's other workouts that I can add in there. Now, on the 4-week program, you only work out twice a week, which I will be doing those workouts, but I'll be doing other things during the week also. So my plan right now is to do the Zwift trainer at night, 20-30 minutes after like 9 o'clock, after I get the wife to bed and everything kind of settles down. Instead of just sitting around being a blob on the couch and eating a bag of sunflower seeds, I'm going to come out here and ride the bike, which will help me lose fat, lose weight. So last night I did, I think it was a 34-minute ride. It was the intro ride, and I'm going to play that in the background while I'm doing my workout. So you can see the ride that I was doing. You can see me on the bike, sweating, whatever. Not really into talking right now while I'm doing that, because I'm really concentrating on what I'm doing, feeling the burn of my legs and everything. So here's the talking, is here where I'm more comfortable doing this. Eventually, who knows, maybe I will talk more while I'm doing that. Don't really have much to say while I'm doing that. I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing while I'm riding. I have my earphones on. I have music playing. One of my favorite workouts music is Ronnie James Dio. So I have all of his albums, and I just hit shuffle and I just blast it, and I just listen to that as I'm cranking out riding with the Zwift trainer. Got a really good workout in last night, and then trying to figure out how to edit all of this together so it's not taking too long out of my life to edit this and put it all together. So just figuring things out. It's kind of fun, kind of exciting, doing some new stuff. Today's workout is going to be the X3 pull. We're going to do, what I've started with this was just 2 sets of 10. And like I said, I've dropped down to the dark gray on the Paraforce band to do 2 sets of 10 with the deadlifts. Then we'll take a little break, and then we're gonna do 2 sets of 10 with the bent rows, and then we're gonna do 2 sets of 10s with the curls, and that's basically it. Like I said last time, I'm gonna kind of keep with this program right now of just doing 2 sets of 10, just doing like a standard type workout, really pushing it though, going slow, feeling the fatigue, and then once a month try and hit that 1 set of total fatigue and trying to outdo what I did the month before. So that's kind of the program I'm doing. We'll concentrate more on the Zwift, on the riding. Feeling really good after the first full week. I started the week before. First full week, did the 5 entry rides. The last ride got me into a race. In order to complete the last entry ride, you had to join into a race, which I did. It was hard. It was hurting. The last part of the race was you're going uphill for a mile, and it was just absolutely grueling, which I loved. Which tells me I need to work more on going uphill, on riding uphill. I am a heavy guy. I stepped on the scale today. I am down to 235. I've been hanging around 248 for the past 20 years. So being down to 235 right now feels good. It feels kind of effortless. I have not super changed my diet. I'm still doing the OMAD with the wife, and I'm really concentrating on staying away from fat and staying away from a lot of red meat. If anything, I'm eating chicken, I'm eating shrimp, I'm eating stuff like that, and I'm eating more vegetables, although I am getting my aminos in the morning with the drink, Perfect Aminos, and then in the evening, I'll do another scoop of Perfect Aminos before I go to bed. So I'm getting my protein that way, and I have not lost any muscle at this point. And right now I'm rambling, so let's get this workout on so that we can hurry up and get done and enjoy the nice morning and have some coffee. Let's get going. do a 1 lap around the neighborhood.
All right, let's get this workout going.
Which is, I think, a half mile with my weight vest on. I did that for my warm-up walk to come out here, and then now we're gonna, you know, get our workout on. Three. Four. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. First set of 10. Like I said, I've dropped down to the dark gray band, the lower band. I'm trying to stay away from any complications on the lower back and the hips. Doing the deadlift here. Don't want to do that again like I did last month. Really concentrating on getting the butt out and getting those hamstrings involved. Riding the bike, riding the trainer, I can really feel my hamstrings a lot. So I'm trying to get those involved here doing this. And then it's a good warm up, a good wake up, wakes the whole body up. All right, second set of 10, we're gonna go even slower. Six. 7. 8. 10. So that was relatively easy compared to the black band, for me anyway, that is. But I can still feel the tension, I can still feel the work, I still got a little bit of sweat trickling down my back. And like I said, not really trying to overdo the deadlift. I was gonna get rid of the deadlift altogether because I keep on getting out of position as I'm coming down. And I get bent too far forward and putting that strain onto my back and lower hips. So right now I'm just really working on the form, going back down. And it's like right after my knee, where my thumb kind of fits into a little crevice. It's for me right where the tension just really kind of lessens enough that I want to kind of come forward. So I'm not doing it. I'm coming here, holding my thumb against my knee, and then slowly pulling that back up. So I'm really working on just running that bar down the front of my thigh, feeling my thumb go over my knee, keeping that tension on the whole body, keeping that bar pulled, and then coming back up. So I'm really working on that. That's what mainly what this one is. So we're gonna change it over and we're gonna do some bent rows set up. I've got the Paraforce light gray. I've gone down a band because I'm really working on form, controlling the contraction, coming up, really pausing at the top, and trying not to put too much strain on my lower back. So, same as before, 2 sets of 10, nice, slow, controlled. Come up, really trying to bury that into my stomach right here, really contracting the lats and the back and everything. Just using my arms as just the point of just pulling, just like pulling with the elbows. The hands are just holding on to that and just pulling with the elbows, trying to get the elbows behind the back. Oh, you can feel that tension all the way right here, man. That is really strong. Oh. Oh, 10. I think the thing I like more about doing the bent row with the bands than with the barbell. With that barbell, you feel that weight right off the ground, and by the time you get up to here, it's too much weight to hold it, so you're like kind of coming up and bouncing it off the top. You're not really holding it at the top of the exercise and squeezing the lats. You're kind of just coming up, bouncing it, boom, back down, yanking it up and letting it go back down. With this, powering off the bottom, hold and squeeze at the top, letting it slide back down. I feel like I get more out of it. I think I'm going to try my wide bar in the next one. That last one, really tried to squeeze as hard as I could to feel as much of that burn. Whew, heart rate is racing. Who says you don't get cardio doing this? Definitely get some cardio. Heart rate is ramped up right now. We're gonna change it over for the last one for curls. We have the light gray Paraforce band setup. I've got the long bar. I want to do my curls with my hands right on the side of my wrist. I don't want them in here. I want them like right here. So I want to do the drag curls right here. That's why I got the long bar. That short bar, my hands are in a little bit. So I want it here. Then the second set, I'm going to do the hammer curls again with my figure 8 straps. I really like working the brachialis and that particular move. That's enough with this. That's good. I get the pulls and other things. So we're just gonna do that for today. Next time around, we might do something different. Always working it to exhaustion. Nice and slow, make you feel all these reps. Ooh. Oh my God, 10. Oh my God. The bend has so much top end force. Once I get to that sticking point and I kind of stop, then I can really sink in, squeeze, and just squeeze it up just a little bit more. Overdoing the work, that's for sure. Whew. Ooh. This is going to be fun. Okay. Stand up again. 10 hammer curls. Six, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. Oh. 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 Whew, that last one, I was pulling with everything I had. I like those hammer curls, those are really good. All right, we're gonna clean this up and then we'll finish this workout off. All right, that concludes today's X3 workout. Whew, it felt good. It felt really good to actually get back and pull some pull some bands, get some fatigue on the upper body, on the back, on the whole posterior chain, doing the deadlifts, the hamstrings, doing the deadlifts. I really need to work on the hamstrings. Doing the trainer, I could really feel the hamstrings, especially after I did that race, which required a mile-long uphill ride at the end. For 3 days after that, my hamstrings were barking at me. Not super hard, not super loud, but they were barking at me enough to know that they need a little bit of special attention. So last night when I did my ride out, which you are either watching while I'm doing this, or it's ended, I don't know. I don't know how the timing's gonna, coincide with this, whether I get enough time or not. But after I did the ride last night, my legs felt really good finishing that ride. I got off the bike, I was sweating like crazy. I did not have my fan turned on super high, I had it turned on low. I wanted to sweat, so I got a nice sweat going on now. You'll see me wiping my face off, and I need to get some gloves because my hands keep slipping off of those the bars. It just doesn't feel good, so I need to get some gloves. I have some motorcycle gloves, but the problem when they get wet is they're black leather and they tend to bleed black leather on your hands. I rode in the rain a couple times with those, and I took the gloves off. My hands were black from the dye on the leather, so I need to order me some bike gloves on Amazon and get those in there because I'm sweating like crazy. I'm wearing long sleeve shirts usually, or usually I try and wear a long sleeve shirt while I'm riding that to soak up some of the sweat, so it's not running right down my arms onto the bars. Because I did one of the first rides I did without a shirt on or anything, and I was just drenched and the bars were soaking wet. So I'm figuring it out as I'm going along here. I am totally enjoying the Zwift rider. I am actually more enjoying it than I thought I would be. I can't wait till the next ride later tonight. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do a part of that 4-week program. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to do that ride. So tonight I'm probably gonna do another workout. I might do a hill ride. I'm kind of thinking about doing a hill ride one time, and then the next time do a sprint ride, and then the third time do an endurance ride, and just kind of keep those 3 kind of rotating for a while I'm doing this 4-week program. And then maybe throw a race in or 2 in there. I'm not really into the racing at this point. I need to build up some endurance and some leg strength, especially for climbing those damn hills. I'm hanging pretty good with my group, which is like the E group, the very bottom group. But once they get to those hills, man, they start dropping me. Of course, I am weighing a lot more, so I'm towing a lot more weight up the hill. And I'm not going to go into the trainer and change my body weight to give me that type of advantage. I want to stay with what my current weight is on the trainer. So I am weighing myself every Monday to see what my weight is. So when I go back to ride tonight, I will input my current weight, which is 235. I'm down, which is fantastic. I want to keep that trend going down. I want to burn this off. I can feel my sides, and that's where I'm feeling it the most. Is I can feel the sides when I'm standing up are not as loose and as flabby as they have been. So this stuff is starting to burn off some, and that's making me more happy, making me more excited to do more of that and to continue doing the X3. I'll always do the X3 as long as I have bands, because they're fantastic. I get in a short period of time, I get a full muscular exhaustion. Totally, and I can just do 1 set. Instead of doing the double sets, I can just do 1 set of total exhaustion and move on to 1 set of each one and move on to the next one if I want to. And I've done that for a long time, and that works fantastic. Doing these double sets, the 2 sets of 10, kind of not overloading the body. It gives me a little bit of break in between, and then do the second set, really trying to ramp it up to the last 2 reps, really trying to make that fatigue settle in, but I'm not overdoing it every time. I want to do that once a month when I do the 1 set of total exhaustion. And I guess it's a Russian, I guess I'll have to find the study here and put it up there somewhere, but how the Russians used to do it. They would only train at like 70% for a long period of time, and then when it came time for them to do their competitions, they were just blowing people away because they were consistently training with enough force to realize what they were doing, but not to overstimulate the body, so the body never had a chance to heal and come back. And I kind of believe that. I've made more gains with this X3 over the past 4 years than I basically did with weights, except when I was like in my 20s, and I was eating like crazy and my body was still growing. I made a lot of gains back then, and after I hit 30, I was weighing like 235, and I've never looked back. So now I'm trying to get back down to my Marine Corps weight, which was like 190. I would look like a stick if I was down to 190, but I would probably be pretty shredded and looking pretty good, and that's kind of what I'm going for. It just gives me something to shoot for, especially with my lifestyle, with my wife, with her disability. And once she gets up, my life is usually focused around on taking care of her, what she needs, what she wants. If she wants to go somewhere, we're going somewhere. If not, then I'm home doing housework. I'm home doing laundry. I'm home doing stuff around the house. If we're not doing that, then we're doing something for the store, keeping the store going. So that's kind of my life in a nutshell, is taking care of her. And then on the outsides in the morning like this, and in the evenings, I get to do things I want to do. X3, ride the bike, put my body into serious overdrive, serious fatigue, and you know, train myself just to be a better person. So that's it. Hopefully this thing times out. If it's not, we'll see how it goes when I edit this and put it together. So we'll see you next time. So get it done, go live your life, and Zwift on. Yes. All right, that was a little more than I thought it would be. I didn't know I'd be standing up. This is a 4-week program. Whatever, it's called Build Me Up Light. So it's a 4-week program. Have these exercises within 4 weeks, these runs that you got to complete. This is the first one. Ooh, that was the first one, and I was not expecting standing up, so that was very different. Trying to hold that cadence when it's like I wanted to go faster. I wanted to stand in position. I really wanted to pump faster, but it wanted me to hold that 185 watt cadence. So it really made me kind of power back and really get used to that standing position and moving my hips and getting there instead of just cranking it out and going for it, which was good for the first time standing. That was really good. So I'm trying to do, at least for this week, at least 30 minutes a night in the evening, just to get my legs accustomed to riding daily, you know, to get them basically in shape. I did the first 5 entry rides and ended up in a race in the last one. I did pretty decent for an old guy, but now the training is going to start doing this. So I want to do 20 to 30 minutes in the evening ride, and then tomorrow morning get up and do my X3 program while I show you what I did the night before. So this will be playing while I'm working out. That's at least the plan at this point. So we'll see how that goes. If I don't work out, then if I don't ride the bike, then you just see the workout. If I just ride the bike and don't work out, then you'll just see the ride. So that's, I'm trying to incorporate both. I want to do, obviously, lose weight, get stronger doing this, and still continue doing the X3, which is a fantastic old man, anybody exercise, but for old guys like me, it's a great exercise to really push myself to the edge and not damage my ligaments, tendons, and joints while doing it. And I can do it at home in the garage. So let's end this ride. Calculate it up, get all of my points here, and then we'll log out. So whether I log out here or I log out tomorrow morning with the workout, get it done, go live your life, and I'll see you next time. Boom.